Another match, another step on the road to wisdom. Or senility. We'll see.
Yeah, what up, chat? What up, chat? Welcome, welcome. You know what it is, what it ain't. We here, what it is what it we is. Yeah. Mm.
Got any spare weapon repair kits?
Oh yeah, we about to get What's good with y'all, chat?
Enemy at close quarters.
What? They're attacking me!
One step ahead. We'll attack our enemies.
Damn.
What? Why are you attacking me?
I'm fixing my armor. I will be right
I
back.
can't believe this briefing is real.
I shall not waste this life.
Hey. position too. Okay, chat. We got to figure out why my frame rate keeps dropping.
Kids were playing sports, Kai was locked in, not just watching these videos, but studying them. Titles, thumbnails, personalities. These weren't just influencers, they were pioneers. They weren't simply building an audience, they were crafting a blueprint for others to follow. And Kai was taking notes. What made a video work? What made people laugh, click, stick around? Eventually, the urge grew too loud to ignore. Kai wanted in, so at 14 years old, he took his first shot, uploading his first ever video to Facebook.
Siri, shut up.
How did you find this? This is my first ever skit. 2015.
His first shot, uploading his first ever video to Facebook.
Siri, shut up.
And it did exactly what you'd expect. It flopped. Nobody cared. Nobody watched. But that initial failure, that's exactly what makes Kai so dangerous today. You see, social media is a game with no finish line, just an endless sprint where everyone is chasing relevance. Millions are fighting for blue checks, viral moments, and a spot at the top. But the reality is harsh. Trends don't last, and neither do most creators. The internet moves fast. One day someone is everywhere, on every feed, every algorithm, every trending page. The next, they're just another name in the archives of forgotten influencers. It's not about catching a wave. It's about knowing when to step off before it crashes. But most don't. They ride the high, move to LA, blow the checks, and before they know it, their time is up. Success in social media isn't about luck, it's about strategy. Think of it like Thanos collecting Infinity Stones. Collect the right pieces, and success becomes inevitable.
I think it's just in my head to never quit. I had the option to quit, but it's like, once I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna get it done.
Kai's first Infinity Stone really came in the form of a weaponized obsession. He spent years shouting into the void, posting to an audience of zero.
Sorry, I gotta go to work. Yes.
And from that silence, he learned the internet's harshest truth. No one owes you their attention, until you give them a reason to. Dozens of uploads came and went with little to show for it, but instead of quitting, Kai doubled down. He wasn't just trying to go viral, he was running experiments. Every video was a test, and every failure was fuel for the fire. As a chronically online kid, he absorbed everything, quietly building a mental playbook of what worked, what flopped, and why. By the time he hit high school, the gears began turning. Facebook skits evolved into YouTube videos. Then came college, and with it, his first big break. A Ding Dong Ditch prank video blew up, catapulting his channel past 30,000 subscribers overnight. But that moment wasn't random. It was the exact scenario Kai had been preparing for, subscribers overnight. But that moment wasn't
Oh my
random.
god. 2 videos every day. Stop being lazy. Bro, I was uploading two IG skits a day and like 3 YouTube videos a week.
Why is it I get 30 FPS right here? No frame rates.
The responsible choice would have been keeping YouTube as a side hustle. Graduate, play it safe. Dropping out to chase internet fame wasn't just bold, it was delusional.
I have to drop college. I have to.
You don't have to drop no
When I
college.
go back, I'm gonna tell them that I have to drop out.
Kyle, you're
I'm
not
gonna drop
dropping
out.
no college.
I have to drop the college.
But come on, when has anyone ever done anything great sitting on the bench? So Kai took the leap, dropped out of college to fully commit to YouTube. He embraced experimentation, pushing new formats and fresh ideas. There was no singular blueprint, no restrictive niche tying him down. His videos kept evolving, but the one constant was Kai himself. And ultimately, that's who the viewers returned for. Not just the pranks, not just the titles, they came back for Kai.
No, I can't open the window. It's storming out
In
there.
August of 2020, Kai joined a content group called Anything is Possible, or AMP for short. Now, content houses have been around for years. From FaZe New York to Team 10 to the Hype House, they all exist for one reason: growth. The formula is simple. Take a bunch of
Alright,
creators,
have
put
it.
them all
Have
on
the
one
window,
roof,
bro.
and suddenly you've got a view-printing machine. But here's the thing. Most content houses are revolving doors.
Yo, it's good? Are we good? Yes or no? We're good?
Just the pranks, not just the titles, they came back for Kai.
What happens in Miami goes stay in Miami.
In August of 2020, Kai joined a content group called Anything is Possible, or AMP for short. Now, content houses have been around for years. From FaZe New York to Team 10 to the Hype House, they all exist for one reason: growth. The formula is simple. Take a bunch of creators, put them all under one roof, and suddenly you've got a view printing machine. But here's the thing. Most content houses are revolving doors. Someone joins, sparks some hype, gains some followers, and then dips. That's the norm. But AMP isn't normal. Since the group's inception in late 2019, the lineup has barely changed. The four founding members, Agent, Phantom, Davis, and Duke Dennis weren't just collaborators, they were real-life friends, with a shared mindset and a long-term vision for the brand. This wasn't some clout-fueled experiment, it was something they actually believed in. And because of that, they were incredibly protective of the group dynamic. They didn't want to just let anyone in, no matter how big the name was. They had already turned down plenty of well-known creators. People like Your Age, Gideon, and Flight had all been passed on, not because they weren't talented, but because the chemistry wasn't there. One wrong move, one offbeat personality, and the whole thing could fall apart before it even started. So when they invited Kai to join in 2020, it wasn't just another group decision, it was a moment. He didn't have the biggest platform, he wasn't pulling the most views, but what stood out was the way he worked, the way he fit. There was something undeniable about his energy, and they recognized it instantly. There was something undeniable about his energy, and they recognized.
Hey, the whole time I'm just a bomb ass nigga for the Bronx trying to make it, nigga. Nigga, look at me. Look dirty as shit. Nigga, you help me. You feel me? Bomb ass
I'm
nigga
crying.
from the Bronx. Look at my dirty ass.
We'll show the
Come on,
uninitiated
this
how
is
it's
easy.
done.
Nigga, bro, nobody chat game. Nobody wanted to jump in this fountain game. You didn't even have to tell me twice. You didn't have to tell me twice. I'm jumping in that motherfucker. What the fuck?
The way he fit. There was something undeniable about his energy.
Audio delay. Count to three. Count to three. Count to three.
Damn, yo, I really, I should just
Yo, is we good?
go water floss my
Is we
feet.
good?
And they recognized it instantly. Joining AMP gave Kai something he hadn't had before: a team, a stage, a spotlight. But there was still one thing missing: streaming. During COVID, a new generation of creators redefined what streaming could be. What started as a gaming-centric world began morphing into something bigger. Suddenly, the internet's biggest stars weren't vloggers or YouTubers, they were streamers. And Kai, he was riding that wave before most people even saw it coming.
I will now be streaming on Twitch.
His very first Twitch stream was an immediate hit. Over 1,000 people tuned in live. For a debut stream, that's unheard of. If you're not familiar with how streaming works, that number isn't just good, it's absurd. From reaction content to gameplay, it was instantly clear. Streaming unlocked something in Kai that no other platform had. He wasn't just entertaining, he was electric, and the internet noticed. By July 2021, the entire AMP crew had moved in together. Their streams exploded. By the end of that same month, Kai was averaging over 17,000 live viewers per stream. But that was just the beginning. From there, he pushed the envelope. The ideas got bigger, louder, and more unhinged. One day, he was hosting a Riz Academy. The next, he turned the AMP house into a petting zoo.
Yo, Phantom! And the zebra!
He 1v1'd a WNBA player, opened a daycare, and even rolled out collabs with some of the biggest names on the internet. Kai wasn't just going viral, he was becoming culture. He hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and a few months later, 1 million followers on Twitch. And then Kai did something.
Everybody follow up right now, nigga. We are about to hit 17 million motherfucking followers on motherfucking Twitch. 2 more million, and we become the most followed Twitch stream.
Different. He flipped the promo circuit on its head. Traditionally, artists do press runs, sit-down interviews, promos.
The gods are
Kai flipped
kind
that.
to this
No
old
scripts,
monk.
no publicists, just a chaotic hilarious live stream and a guaranteed viral clip.
Foes are upon us.
From Bobby Shmurda to 21 Savage, everyone started pulling up. And when they did, it didn't feel like content. It just felt like them
Assault
hanging
on
out.
a golden
Because Kai didn't
keeper
put
is a
anyone on
high
pedestal.
crime.
He treated everyone the same. And the result, streaming's most unexpected talk show.
They like breaking your house. That means
When they break in your house? Wait, have you broken into the house before? What was your thoughts on that when that happened?
I
Yeah. Hey, watch what you say. It's crazy.
Millions of views, countless internet-breaking moments, and a Streamer of the Year award later, Kai Cenat had claimed the throne of streaming. But what he did next put the entire internet on notice. In February 2023, he embarked on a marathon that would redefine what it meant to go all in. For 30 days straight, Kai streamed 24 hours a day in an event he called the Mafia-thon. This wasn't just a stream, it was a spectacle. A relentless, non-stop showcase of
Yo,
events,
where
charisma,
are
and
my,
showcase.
like,
The Mafia-thon
my-
wasn't just about gaming or reacting,
I'm
it was a
bored.
cultural moment. Traditional
What's
celebrities
going
and
on
top
here?
influencers flocked to his stream, turning
Oh,
it
my
into
boy
culture,
didn't eat.
culture and mainstream
Power to
and
take
from
it,
viral
appreciate it.
challenges to
Hurt the things to take it, appreciate it. Chat, I ain't gonna lie. The Mafia thon's like the multiverse.
What? They're attacking me.
everyone knew, and then just days before the finish, Kai did the impossible. He moved all-time record on Twitch, 306,000.
It didn't have to be this time.
It cemented his name in the internet Hall of Fame and fueled a trajectory that was only going
You
to
can't just like take our boy out like
But there's
that.
a pattern we've seen time
Well
and time
protected.
again in the world.
How reassuring.
The unstoppable force, hurtling towards greatness, collides with the immovable object, reality.
Well protected.
For creators chasing
How
the throne,
reassuring.
the stakes only get higher, the risks more extreme, and sometimes the fall is inevitable.
We begin with that tense scene here in New York City. Thousands of young people converging on Manhattan's Union Square Park.
We've just learned over the past half hour that 65 people have been arrested, 30 of them juveniles.
He's got 20 million followers on social media, and after an ill-conceived stunt in New York's Union Square,
awakening is
he
here.
also has an arrest record.
What started as a simple fan meetup spiraled into chaos.
Refuse to leave. You will be arrested for unlawful assembly.
Thousands flooded the park, crowds surged, people got hurt, arrests were made. And just like that, a feel-good moment turned into a national headline.
Just got an update from the NYPD, and here's what we know tonight. According to police, Kai Cenat will be charged with multiple counts.
The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly,
Yo, it's Brazy. That's for the 5 gift.
and a
Appreciate
few
it.
other charges.
For the first time, we saw Kai Cenat through a different lens. This wasn't a world-shattering moment. At its core, it was a meetup gone wrong. A well-intentioned idea that spiraled out of control. Kai's ignorance, however unintentional, had ripple effects far beyond what he'd ever imagined.
None of that was my
Oh, y'all getting snuffed?
intentions for this whole thing, but after Friday, bro, I've come to realize the amount of not only power but influence.
For the first time in my time, I had to stop. Not about numbers, not about content, but about shut the legs down and speak up.
Any of these things like this, you need to hit up the right people, make the right calls, and do it the correct way. Because as a whole, bro, we all have to do it. We all have to do better.
This wasn't the end of his story. It was a recalibration, a chance to realign his goals, to refocus on what truly matters. That meant more than just breaking records. It meant building something that lasted. The road ahead wasn't about avoiding mistakes. It was about learning from them.
The truth
And for
cannot
Kai,
die
that
with
lesson
me.
would shape everything that came next. 2024 was a new year with new goals, one that really elevated the gaming side of streaming. See, your typical gaming stream looks like this: a guy in a chair playing the same games on loop. The concepts are redundant, designed to be repeated. Their sets go as far as blank walls and neon signs if we're lucky. And then on May 8th, 2024, full announcing his next challenge, announcing Marathon the win in Elden Ring. It was scripted, not like a complete life production. Yet, 40 people went on stream alone. Paranormal Activity, a movie that grossed nearly $200 million worldwide, that was made with a crew of 44. I mean, it may be only by one, but Kai put together a team just for this announcement, and the stream itself was just as insane.
Now,
I shall not waste this life.
His bedroom was transformed into a fantastic world with custom-built sets. He didn't just play it, he was immersive and way from Elden Ring DLCs, Batman Arkham, he continued to inject new playable productions and elevating the game from
Damn.
underground bunker right now. This is underground, Jack. Like, no cap.
The one point even teamed up with Mr. Beast to build a one-to-one replica of Kai's room, loaded with fireworks, and rigged it to go off midstream, convincing viewers that it was happening live. Now, it didn't take long for people to catch on, but that didn't matter, because Kai was redefining what streaming could be.
So, like, when's your next subathon? I don't know. Wait. Okay, so here's the thing. I really want somebody to break my record, though.
So you could break their record.
Yes.
On November 1st, 2024, Kai kicked off the month-long Mafia-thon 2, and from the very first minute,
These are soundboards
this wasn't just
working.
another stream, it was a spectacle unlike anything Twitch had seen before.
This is Snoop Dogg, chat. You gotta. I can't. Trio is back. Wow, we were just doing that shit. What's up? You're fine. I want you to get off the wall.
Inside a $55 million mansion spanning over 30,000 square feet,
Let's
Kai
go loot the
transformed his
Morris
life into a
blessing.
living broadcast. With more than 67 cameras, angle, and 5-man production teams working in rotating shifts, not a single second went unseen. Whether he was eating, sleeping, or showering, Kai lived on stream.
Not a single fucking second, nigga. That's what makes our shit so crazy too. I don't like being off cam. The only time you see me off cam is for a bathroom, nigga. When I'm going to the bathroom. But chat, all my life, you would never see me off cam for more than 1 minute, like a minute. Unless it's like an emergency or some shit.
Unfiltered, unscripted, and completely open to the world.
That's what I'm trying to be like. I don't want to be off cam unless I got to.
But what truly set Mafia-thon 2 apart was the scale. It wasn't just a live stream, it was a cultural event. Every day brought a new wave of anticipation as fans tuned in to see who would step into Kai's world next. Miranda Cosgrove, Snoop Dogg, Kevin Hart, Lil Dicky, SZA, Bill Nye, and Nardwuar. The guest list read like a fever dream, and it only kept growing. From massive giveaways to AI robots that cost over $25,000 each, every moment was meticulously planned. Nothing was left to chance, no cost was spared. This wasn't just content, it was a masterclass in creating a moment the internet would never forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's about that time. It's officially November 1st. It just hit 12 o'clock on the dot. I'm just gonna do this video so that in a month this drops. Here's my message to myself. I hope you